Hello everyone, today we're going to be talking about my gear update video. It's been a while since I've done any gear update video, and the main reason I'm making this video is because I want people to know what I'm farming for and why. So let's look at my stats over here. So you can see over here, without any buffs, I'm on 1690 AP, my critical rate is 60%, my critical damage is 280, and my accuracy is 124%. So over here, my main weakness that I can see is my critical damage. 60% critical rate is pretty good already. However, my critical damage is hurting a lot. It's only 280. So when we look at my gear, what can give me critical damage? It's clearly the Prophecy Necklace. So at the moment, I'm using the Vortex Temple Necklace, which is pretty good. However, the Prophecy Necklace will boost this critical damage significantly. So you'll see here when I take off my VT neck that my critical rate is not going to drop that much. You're going to see that it's still at 58%. So at 58%, it's still relatively high. Once I fix this last soul shield, my piece 8, and get a critical accuracy, I'll be good to go. As you can see, all of the rest of my soul shields are all basically critical accuracy with all max immune primers on them, except for piece 8, because piece 8 is, it's not the best piece right now, so I just have to deal with what I have. So once I get that done, then my critical rate will go back up to around 59%. Once I max out my heart, this should probably be hitting back to 60%, which is where I want to be. And then once I exchange this with the Prophecy Necklace, my critical damage is definitely going to go much higher. It should be around like 300% most likely. And not only that, the Prophecy Necklace does have a critical damage effect. So when that effect does activate, I'll be dealing even more critical damage. And so that's why I'm working on that. The second thing I'm also been working on is the new badge. You can see over here that I do have 41 Liberty tokens, and I'm just taking it really easy. I'm just farming Tower of Infinity twice every day, so I'm just doing it really slow at my own pace and slowly leveling it up. The reason why I'm going to get the pink badge for the Earth Summoner is because I heard that you get like a 2% DPS increase by switching to the pink badge. I will probably be testing that. Unfortunately, if I do test that, that means that the Wind Summoner guide is going to have to be postponed. The reason why is because my gear, at the current state of my Earth Summoner gear, is not very well suited to make a Wind Summoner guide. The reason is because I'm using a Shadow Forge staff, which doesn't help Wind Summoners at all, and I'm not in the position to switch to a Grand Celestial 9 weapon yet. Because you can see over here, I could switch to a Grand Celestial 6. However, if I do switch to a Grand Celestial 6, I will be losing 200k DPS, which is quite a big deal, mainly because it's just RNG, and with my high ping, it's even worse. So I'm currently sitting on the fence, and I'm not going to be upgrading to my Grand Celestial weapon, even though I do have the materials and everything for it, but I just don't want to do that yet. What I'm waiting for is for Shadow Forge 9 to come out, go up there, then switch over to maybe Grand Celestial 9, or maybe to the next tier of Eternity Temple Stage 3. So I'm sitting on the fence on this. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing, but I do have the materials just in case I do decide to switch. So that's an update on the state of the Wind Summoner guide. I was planning to make the guide relatively soon when the pink badges were fusible. However, after looking at it, it's currently not a very smart choice on my half, and it wouldn't be a very valid test if I did that, because it would be very unfair, because I would be using a Shadow Forge weapon, I wouldn't have the right bracelet, and my necklace is not right. I could switch my accessories, of course. However, then the rest is just, I just feel like it wouldn't be a very good guide, because a lot of the gear that I have is just wrong. So unfortunately, the Wind Summoner guide is going to be postponed even later. What I can do, if you guys really want, do let me know in the comments below, is I can just talk about the Wind Summoner by not using the optimal gear, but just talk about rotations and talk about why you cast certain spells and certain rotations in that order. I can do that. However, just the raw DPS comparison, I won't be able to do it, mainly because the gear that I have is very skewed towards the Earth Summoner and not the Wind Summoner. So do let me know in the comments below if you do want me to still make a Wind Summoner guide, but just, not with the ideal gear. But after I finish getting my Prophecy neck as well as the new pink badge, the next thing that I'm going to be focusing on is the heart. So you can see over here that I have upgraded my heart already to the Awakened Champion's Heart Stage 1. I will be making a parse video on this if I haven't made it already, and it basically I got around 85k DPS increase from upgrading my heart. So I upgraded my heart from True Virtuous all the way up to Awakened Champion's Heart, so that cost 53 Sacred Vials, and I gained around 85k DPS. However, I'm pretty positive when I upgrade it to the True Champion's Heart, this is when I get a huge DPS increase. The reason why I stopped at Awakened Champion's Heart is because 1, it's kind of getting expensive, I'm kind of running out of money and I don't want to buy any more oils. And 2 is because at the Awakened Champion's Heart, you'll see that it changed from 10 stacks to 5 stacks. So you can see over here, if you look on the left side, Champion's Heart Stage 5, it says on the third line, triggers champion effect, maximum stacks 10 times. And it says at 10 stacks, you get 150 boss attack power for 6 seconds, you get 100 mystic plus 500 critical damage for 6 seconds, and you get 300 attack power as additional damage. However, you need 10 stacks for that to proc. However, the moment you get to the Awakened Champion's Heart, it changes. It says triggers champion's effect max 5 stacks. At 5 stacks, you get 150 boss attack power for 6 seconds. At 5 stacks, you get 100 mystic plus 500 critical damage for 6 seconds, and you also get 320 attack power as additional damage. So it basically allows you to get into this burst mode more often, because you only need to stack it 5 times instead of 10 times. And that's why I feel like stopping at Awakened Champion's Heart is probably a good place to stop if you're hurting on oils, because when you want to upgrade from Awakened Champion's Heart all the way to True Champion's Heart, you're looking at 66 oils as well as 66 Onyx scales just to get from Awakened Champion's Heart up to True Champion's Heart, which is an insane amount of Sacred Vials as well as Onyx scales. However, I'm pretty sure that if you do manage to get up to True Champion's Heart, the DPS increase would be massive. I'm predicting that I should be able to get at least 100k, 150, maybe even 200k with my ping. And my ping is relatively high at 280. But yeah, that's basically just an update letting you guys know what I'm upgrading and what I'm planning to do. Obviously, when the next patch does kick in with Trove, I will be focusing all of my oils on my soul, as there will be a new tier of soul, and the new soul is definitely going to give you a much bigger DPS increase than the heart. So if you are on the fence on oils, I definitely recommend you to start saving your oils, because when Trove does kick in, because of the new soul tier, everyone's going to be using oils. And when everyone's going to be using their oils, it's going to increase the price of oils. So you can see right now that the oils are selling at around 290 to 300 gold on the NA server. I'm predicting that when Trove kicks in and the new soul tier comes out, oil prices are going to go back up again. They're going to go to 350, 400, and maybe hover around there for a week or two before coming back down. But just keep that in mind and, use your best judgment on whether you want to buy oils now and save them to flip them later, or if you just want to start hoarding up oils now so that you can immediately start upgrading your soul to the next tier. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about in this video. Hopefully you found this interesting. If it did help, I would appreciate a subscribe, as it really does help out my channel. And as always, thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.
What can I say except you're welcome?